Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with today's trading action. All right, now the US election is really taking hold. US bond yields rallying as well. Gold's up. There's a whole lot of uncertainty around this US election, and after Donald Trump became president last time, it was a bit of a calamity. So the market's sort of bracing for the worst, and if anything, all it's doing is driving the US dollar higher. Now, just on the hourly charts, I mean, you don't get anything clearer than this, right? Like, I know there's been a few geopolitical events, and this US election is a geopolitical event, but like, check out these trends. They are like it's against the overall predicted move in the market. Everyone thought the dollar would fall, me included. Then the geopolitical events impacted. Now we've got a situation where Trump is coming out saying they're going to be huge tax cuts and put tariffs on everyone else. It's going to be strong for the dollar. So very hard to go against these trends at the moment. But you know what? One event can cause them all to completely turn around. So just bear that in mind. And is that today? Well, you wouldn't think so, right? Now I know, and I don't want to be sort of putting the mocker on Donald, but these assassination attempts, if something like that happened and Donald got taken out, well, then these things would all correct. It'd go a bit crazy, of course. But outside of anything really weird happening globally, we don't have much data today. Okay, got some producer prices here, raw materials out of Canada. We've got the Bank of Canada due tomorrow. And you know what? A 50 basis point cut is just about 100% factored in. You just check the interest rate probabilities here. So that really diffuses the Bank of Canada meeting tomorrow as well, right? Third week of the month. You'd think there'd be some sort of activity, but the way the markets are moving, and it's the whole earnings season too, all these big companies, there's a lot of big expectations. So let's just see how they roll out. Now, when there's no major economic numbers, what you want to be doing is looking at the key markets, right? The equity markets, the US bond markets, and then, of course, as a result of those two, usually the major currency pairs. Now, really, the dollar is in the box seat here. The US Treasury yields keep going up, right? This is like an interest rate hike, right? And so that's good. That should put downward pressure on the equities. We are seeing a bit of a risk-on profile, right? That doesn't really line up with the usual risk-on, risk-off sentiment. If equities are down, usually Euro, Sterling, Aussie, Kiwi are down, and the dollar's up. But we aren't seeing that, right? So just understand there's a bit of discombobulation here. I think the looks like the bond market's getting squeezed, and the currencies, well, I think most traders, and if you come back and have a look at these hourly charts, are starting to think like this has got to be overdone, right? If I just blow these up a bit, the moves, they're sort of moving down, but they're not really kicking into gear. It's like no one believes where everything should be. And if anything, if you're looking for an instrument to trade, keep an eye on dollar CAD, right? All we need is this green line, oil, to rally. And I think that'll be enough to get dollar CAD moving to the downside, right? It has come a long way since those hurricanes hit the US, and obviously the geopolitical situation impacting oil as well. So dollar CAD's got to be on your radar. The rest of them, I can see big turnarounds, but I don't know what it's going to be at the moment, right? And that's why I'm saying in that situation when there's no numbers coming out, I'd be just watching those US Treasury yields, because that's where that's the raw nerve in the market, and that's what everyone's looking at. Outside of that, it's just keep it tight. The bit of unusual activity going on, so I wouldn't be throwing around a huge amount of collateral just at the moment. All right, guys, that's it from me. I'm sorry I can't be more helpful, but when the markets are like this, stay out of trouble. That's the key to it, right? So when the markets do clear up, you've got your capital there. Nothing worse than losing money when you've got crap market conditions and it's not super clear what's going on. Anyway, no major data today. Just keep it real, keep it tight, and let's wait tomorrow. See if there's a better outcome with that Bank of Canada tomorrow. All right, guys, have a good one. All the best. Cheerio.